All right, you guys, it's the one and only Christopher Bruce here again. It's Saturday today, which is time to put on our American apparel, whatever. Anyway, yeah. So I was just taught something about autism. Okay, apparently, based on what I just taught, the primary difficulty that autism people have is difficulty in communicating. Now, if you look at this language, much like how synonyms, I think it's synonyms, how words can chain together in a certain way. Each word has a slightly different definition, the same or slightly different definition, but they chain together to create ideas, and ideas can chain together as well, all right? So autism, if you look at the word autism, it can be broken up as a chain of letters or sounds in smaller words and stuff like that. So autism is aw, t, is, m, apparently. Aw is like aw, poor baby, and t, a capital T is a hammer symbol, and a lowercase t is a cross symbol. So for being hammered and crucified, is, and m is em, which is Elisa Margaret, or a compressed, crushed version of Aaron. And those are the identities in this cryptic story of Earth, as the Elisa backwards is Assel, and Aaron in one demented way is Pussy, or puddle of shit. So the puddle of shit asshole, Jesus. El Isa, El Isa, God, Isa, or Jesus, or whatever. So autism is basically saying, aw, hammered and crucified is the puddle of shit asshole Jesus. And it's basically, that's why I think there's a possibility apparently that there's people in this world who are having trouble communicating because they're being taught about the nature of the language and syllables and sounds and chaining and stuff like that. So the idea of chaining is like binding and chaining Jesus and binding and Jesus. In one language, I can't remember what it was, Jesus, J was like I think it was from Latin or something, is that J was created to replace Y or something like, or I can't remember, something like that. But J linked to Y. So Jesus is like yesus. So Jesus is also like an umbrella identity of us, which is the majority of humanity. So chaining ideas together and linking ideas together, like awtism or whatever, or awtism. You're chaining them together to create an idea in a cryptic way and saying, crucified and hammered, are you puddles of shit? Assholes, and stuff like that. That's basically the basic idea of this cryptic language on this world, is that the Canadians, who are basically the main umbrella, the umbrella of the Jesus identity is mainly the Canadians in the Commonwealth, the British and stuff like that. They're the ones who have been hammered and crucified for a very long time. And yeah. So basically, if you pay attention, you start studying the language, you break down the words. They can be divided into multiple meanings. Like once you start into mirroring and shifting, like going down the rabbit hole, you start learning more and more layers, and in each layer can be linked to a unique idea, and you can take all the different definitions, all the different ideas, and link them together into like a paragraph, like multiple statements into a paragraph to convey an idea. So like one word like autism can be broken into probably like a dozen different sentences or statements, and then you link them all together in the proper order, and you get like a paragraph that tells a story. So there's just behind one word, there can be a ton of different meanings. Just behind one symbol, a letter of the alphabet, like C, can have an insane amount of meaning to it, from the true creators, which are not the British in the Commonwealth or the Canucks, because everything is an insult to them, So anyway, there you go. That was some of my lessons this morning on autism. And yeah, so basically, hammered and crucified are the majority of you puddles of shit assholes. There you go.